Did you know that San Francisco has some of the best shopping of any major metropolitan city? In this video, I'm going to do a deep dive into all the best places to shop in the city, whether you're looking for big name brands like Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or boutique interior design and home goods stores. This is Austin Clark, your lawyer turned real estate agent and real estate developer in San Francisco. I've lived in multiple neighborhoods all across the city, giving you firsthand, in-depth knowledge of what it's like to live and work in San Francisco. If you're thinking about relocating, definitely reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. I will personally answer every call, every email, every text, and I would be more than happy to help you. And if you like videos just like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to click the bell so you're alerted every single time I post a video. Alright, so San Francisco is known for world-class museums, food, architecture, the beautiful views, the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, the Bay, but it also has one of the best shopping scenes of any major city across the country. It would probably take you multiple days to make your way through all the different shopping districts in the city, so in this video, I'm going to give you the breakdown on all the best ones so that you know exactly where to go depending on what you're looking for. Alright, first on the list, and probably San Francisco's most famous and most dynamic shopping area, is Union Square. The area is entirely pedestrian friendly and has some of the most historic and most gorgeous architecture in the entire city. If you're looking for a place to shop with high-end stores, big name brands, high-end restaurants, high-end hotels, Union Square is where you want to go. All of the big department stores are either in Union Square or in the Westfield Mall, which is right next to Union Square. Saks Fifth Avenue, Macy's, Neiman Marcus, those are all in Union Square. Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's, those are at the Westfield Mall. All the big name brands that you would expect to be in a mega shopping district, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Brunello Cucinelli, Goyard, Moncler, Apple, Nike, all of those big brands are going to be in Union Square. There are also a lot of great jewelry and watch boutiques in and around Union Square. Panerai, IWC, Turno, Rolex, Cartier, Tiffany, Bulgari, Harry Winston, Van Cleef & Arpels, all of these big brands that you would expect to be in a very prominent shopping area are going to be in and around Union Square. And there are tons of other clothing and home goods stores throughout the area too. There's a Williams-Sonoma there, there's a CB2 there, there are a ton of other types of stores there beyond just the big name retail brands. Some of the best stores aren't actually in Union Square itself, but on little offshoots from Union Square. Maiden Lane is one of my favorites. There's a Suit Supply there, there's a Real there, Isaiah is in an old Frank Lloyd Wright building there. There are ton of great stores on these little offshoots, so when you're exploring Union Square, make sure you go to all the little side streets too and see what all those stores are as well. One of my favorite things about Union Square is that during the winter, the city transforms it into what they call a winter wonderland. So they turn the whole center part of Union Square into an ice skating rink. They have a huge Christmas tree. It gets totally decked out for Christmas. It's super fun whether you're visiting or you're a resident here. Very popular. Now the only downside about Union Square is that, you know, sort of like a Rodeo Drive or on Madison Avenue or Fifth Avenue, most of the stores there aren't open for very long. They open at 11 a.m. or noon, and then they close, you know, as early as 5 or 6 p.m. and a lot of them surprisingly aren't even open on Sunday. So there are only limited windows that you're able to shop in Union Square at some of these bigger stores. Next on the list is Fillmore Street. It runs north to south throughout much of the city. It starts by the water on the north part of the city and goes all the way down, you know, through Pacific Heights, through the Marina, through Japantown. But the main shopping area of Fillmore Street is largely in Pacific Heights from Jackson Street down to, you know, around Sutter Street. Fillmore is home to both one-off clothing stores, design boutiques. There are big name chain retail stores there like Page and Aesop and Paper Source. There are a lot of great restaurants and bars there if you need a break from all the shopping. My personal favorite is Harry's Bar. It's sort of like an elevated sports bar. They've got great outdoor seating, great espresso martini, a pretty fun place to watch the game, and the food's pretty good as well. The area is slightly on an incline, but it is a very walkable street. Most of the restaurants have outdoor dining in the area, which makes for a pretty cool experience. You get to dine outside among some of the nicest homes in the entire city. The area is also steps from Alta Plaza Park and Lafayette Park, which are both really great outdoor recreation spaces. They're both terraced parks with basketball courts, tennis courts, open green spaces, views of the bay, views of the entire city. So if you need a break from shopping or want to get some food to go or drinks to go from any of the restaurants there, you could take them to the nearby parks and enjoy an afternoon. Next on the list is Sacramento Street, the shopping area of which runs mainly east to west through Pacific Heights and Presidio Heights. Unlike a lot of other locations in San Francisco, this is sort of a hub for interior design and home goods stores. There are both chain home goods stores like Serena and Lily, and Hudson Grace, and then more one-off home goods and interior design stores. A lot of interior designers actually have their offices on Sacramento Street, and because of the zoning of Sacramento Street, a lot of them actually live above their stores. So there's, you know, stores and retail fronts on the lower levels of these places, and then people actually live on the second floor above the stores. So it's a very cute, very residential, but very high-end shopping area if you're in the mood for home goods and interior design. One of my favorite things about Sacramento Street beyond the actual stores themselves is that there are a ton of great restaurants there. My favorite restaurant in the entire city, Spruce, which has a Michelin star, is on Sacramento Street in Presidio Heights. Not only do they serve the best burger in town, but they have an amazing bar, a great lounge, and some of the best, very fine dining food that you can get in the entire city. Another great shopping district in San Francisco is Jackson Square. Jackson Square is a lot closer to downtown San Francisco. It's been on the National Register of Historic Places since 1971. Hoteling Place, a one-block lane near the end of Columbus Avenue, has been called San Francisco's oldest alley, and that is part of Jackson Square. The area has some very high-end clothing stores like Isabel Marant, APC. There are also some home goods stores and leather stores, Aesop, Shinola. There are also a ton of downtown's best bars and restaurants nearby. My favorite is Kukari, which is a Mediterranean restaurant, which is in Jackson Square. A lot of people who live and work in and around San Francisco's downtown area go to Jackson Square a lot, and the area also borders the Embarcadero, so it's pretty much walking distance to the Embarcadero, to the ferry building. It's probably a 10-minute walk or so to Union Square, so it's a great centralized location to do some shopping and have some food, but also you can go to other places in San Francisco as well from there. Next on the list is the Haight Ashbury neighborhood. The Haight Ashbury neighborhood is worth a visit, even if you're not really a fan of the flower power and rock music vibes of the area. It is one of the city's best vintage shopping destinations. There are a ton of boutiques and costume shops interspersed among some of the oldest Victorian homes in the city. Amoeba Music and Rasputin Records are some of the most well-known music stores in the area. There are also a ton of breweries and bars and restaurants, and it's walking distance to, bars and restaurants in the Sunset District, to Panhandle Park, and to Golden Gate Park as well. Last on the list is Hayes Valley. It's located just west of Civic Center, and it is walking distance from Union Square. It is a mostly flat space right in the middle of the city. Shops and restaurants are sort of surround like a small park area, so it's very family friendly. A lot of visitors go there every single weekend because of the open spaces there. It's a very flat area, very walkable. The shops there tend to be on the smaller side, but it's a healthy mix of, big name retail and boutique stores. They have Aviator Nation, Marine Layer, Faraday, APC, Parachute, Cotopaxi, ton of big name brands like that, but also a lot of boutique clothing and design stores there as well. Well, that's the scoop on the best shopping districts in San Francisco. Whether you're visiting or thinking of relocating, definitely make a trip to some of these areas. They're a lot of fun, and there's a lot to do in each of them. If you are thinking of relocating or you want some more recommendations, definitely reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. I will personally answer every call, every email, every text, and I would be more than happy to talk to you. If you like videos just like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos like this every single week, so don't forget to click the bell so you're alerted every single time I post a video.